Hey guys, today is Thursday and you're only going to see dinner for tonight because I haven't really done much of anything today because of a headache. I did do my Bible study, which was something that made my headache worse. Not the Bible study itself, but the fact that my software kept giving me trouble, so people couldn't hear me. It was a mess. But we did get through it, and hopefully it meant something to someone. I don't know. I learned from it. Hopefully everyone else that was there did too. But I'm going to make something that I saw on an Instagram reel. I don't know who posted it. I don't remember. It's just something that I saw and I decided that sounds pretty good. Now I don't even have the exact measurements for this. So I'm making it up as I go. And I think I know about what it was, but I'm not sure. But it is chicken strips or nuggets, you can make either one, out of canned chicken. Not only is it supposed to be crispy when it comes out of the oven, but it's also keto friendly and gluten free. So we're going to find out. And it only has pretty much 4 ingredients: canned chicken, cheddar cheese, which I have too much, egg, and seasoning of your choice. And the guy actually used Dano's, so that's what I'm going to use. I don't remember his name, but I'm going to get the camera down here. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. And the other thing I'm going to make, well, I won't tell you about that. I'm going to tell you about that. I just won't go get it to show you. The potatoes that I make, that I use the canned potatoes with, I'm going to make some of those. Now, I was going to do something else with canned chicken today, but I decided to do this because I want to try it. So, it seems easier. It just does. And faster. Because the other, I would have had to bake something, and I would have had to do some other things, and I would have had to bake it. So, it's just easier to do this. So, let me get the camera turned down here so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the chicken. This chicken is in water. And it's supposed to be all white meat, I think. But I'm keeping, yeah, it's chicken breast. My oven's preheated. I'm keeping the water because I'm just going to pour it over an animal's food. Because why not? It's got chicken yumminess in it. And just why not, you know? But his looked pretty dry, so I want to try to get as much of that liquid out as possible. And canned chicken just crumbles up. You could probably do this with rotisserie chicken too. Put that in the bowl. I'm going to move this over to this other counter out of the way. And the next ingredient is cheese, cheddar cheese. And I'm going to use, for 2 cans of chicken, I'm going to use, how many ounces is a can? I think my can's bigger than his were. I'm going to use 1.5 cups. So, maybe that won't be too much. Maybe it won't be too little. It's a little bit over that. But this, I just shredded this with my little shredder. Then I'll put this in the refrigerator. And I'm going to use a can to do my egg instead of dirtying up a dish. I'll use one to break the egg in and the other one to put the shell in. Just to kind of look at the egg. Whoop. Just to make sure that it looks okay and everything. It's just a habit. Some people may think I'm crazy. And he just shook some of this in, so it's already got salt in it, and this is low salt, so I'm just gonna maybe a teaspoon in the 2 cans. I don't know. So I'm just gonna mix it together, which I'm gonna have to get my hands into it too, but I'll do that in a minute. I probably should go ahead and do it, but I really don't want to until I have my pan ready, which I don't have yet. And I'm gonna go ahead and just get this as mixed as I can. Alright, I'll move this out of the way, because I don't want anything to get on that. Get one of my big pans. Put some parchment down on it, and then I'm gonna just kind of make some, what do you call it, like nuggets or chicken strip type situation. You could cook your own chicken and do this, I'm sure. I don't know, it just seemed like it might be a fun, crazy thing to try. So I'm gonna make it kind of like nugget size, which the way he did it, he had them long so he could dip them, so maybe I'll just do that. Maybe like a chicken strip, a chicken patty, chicken something. I don't know. We're just gonna try it. I'm gonna get rid of this spoon. I don't want to make them too thick, because if they're too thick they won't cook through, like, which I know that the chicken is already cooked. It's fully cooked, but the egg's not. That's the only thing that, you know. And of course you want it to be crispy. Might be something fun to do for kids. I don't know. And how can you go wrong with chicken and cheese? I don't know, you could. I mean, you could. It's a messy business. Mine are turning out to be more like chicken patties. But if you can't have like flour and stuff, like there's a guy at Jeff's job, he cannot have any wheat at all. It would, it could kill him if he had wheat. So he doesn't even get to go out to eat and stuff like, you know, we would be able to. So he can't have fried chicken like normal fried chicken. I don't know that he ever has had fried chicken because of it. But, because you know it's always got flour on it. Something like this he might be able to have. And I'm pretty sure you could do this, like, you could come up with some way to put it in a mold or something to get it into a certain shape. And then cook it. I still have some more left. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it on there. How'd I end up with 9? We all know I don't like odd numbers. Give them plenty of space. I'll put this extra onto this one that's a little smaller. Alright, so I got my oven preheated to 350, and I'm going to put them in there for 10 minutes and flip them if I can. Hopefully I'll be able to flip them. And then for another 10 minutes and see if they're done all the way through, like crispy and everything. So we'll see how it works out, but I'm going to clean up my mess first, or at least get my hands cleaned up. Okay, so in this pan I have some margarine and olive oil, and I've let it get mostly melted. And I have 2 cans of these sliced potatoes, and I did drain them, and I know Mr. Tom told me that all this, like a lot of the vitamins and stuff is in the water, but I want these to be kind of like fried, kind of like crispy. So there is a little bit of the water in there, but there's not much left because I just want them to be crispy. But otherwise, I'm going to take his advice, like when I do my corn, and just leave it in there and just let it cook away, and that way it gets back into your vegetable. So it's really great advice, but for this situation, I don't want to wait that long, and I don't know if it would work in this. But anyway, got that there. I'm not going to add any salt, but I will add some black pepper. We love pepper. And I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder. If I can get the garlic open. I always have trouble with this garlic because it's so hard to twist. I'm thinking I should swap it out for something else, but I just never have done it. But a little garlic powder, of course. Little onion powder. And I'm going to stir it around a little bit to get those flavors all over. But it does have salt already in. Yeah, there's still a lot of the liquid from the potatoes in there. So I will let that cook out. But anyway, I'm going to stir it in, let the flavors get to each other and all over. And I'm just going to like kind of fry these up. I only have, let's see, about 2.5 minutes left on the first 10 minutes of these chicken, whatever they are, tenders, chicken patties, chicken, let's just say gluten-free chicken, chicken something, oven fried chicken, I don't know what they are. But anyway, I've got a couple minutes left on them. I'm going to kind of peek. I'm thinking they're going to take more than 20 minutes though because they're kind of big. But I'll be back when I start to flip those. Okay, I did put them on for another 15 minutes. So, no, another 5 minutes. So they had a total of 15 so far. So I'm going to take them out and flip them. They smell good. They don't look bad. They're a nice cover for the other. Alright, let me find my other. I think it's in the dishwasher, which I haven't emptied yet. Yes, that's where it was at. Alright, so I'm going to flip these over, or at least try to flip them. They may need some more time. Oh, I can see the egg coming out. I hope they don't taste eggy. I really hope they don't taste eggy because that's going to be a problem for me. I didn't even think about that. I don't like egg unless it's in something. Who knows? It could be delicious. This may be my new way to eat eggs. Alright, so I'm going to leave them in for another 15 minutes and then we'll check them again. But I'm thinking they're going to need longer. I should have made them smaller, but we don't know. We'll see. It's a test, right? It's something I've never done before, and I'm ready to try it out. Now, I've done the potatoes before. I'm going to do 15. stir these around a little bit. I hope these don't stick too bad. I still have not figured out how to get these to not stick real, you know, to the cast iron yet. I was going to get my stainless steel out, my pan, one of my pans, the stainless steel, but I just didn't, because I have a couple of skillets that are, I don't know why I didn't. I don't know, might have still stuck, but I'm just going to let those go, and they smell good. Everything smells good. That's a good thing. Okay, so the potatoes have not turned out exactly like I wanted. There's some crispy bits, but there was a lot of burnt under here too that I had to get out because of whatever reason it burnt. But that's alright. They still are going to be good. I did end up cooking these for 40 minutes and we're about to look at them. Now, I know that if I would have had smaller ones, it would have been, you know, less time. I probably needed to have my heat up higher than what I had it because I only had it on 350. They're not really crispy, not like I want. I mean, they're cooked through, they're done, but they're not really crispy like I wanted. But we're going to eat them anyway. We're going to try them out, see how they are, and just, you know, learn from it. If we don't like them, I don't have to do it again. But they are done. So I'm going to get Noah in here. We're going to plate up our stuff and I'll taste them with you in just a moment. Okay, so the guy did have a dipping sauce. Actually, he had barbecue sauce of some sort. So I do have some, but I'm not going to try it with the barbecue sauce at first. Noah tasted it. He said you can tell that it's canned chicken, but it's okay. That was his thoughts. So I'm going to taste a bite of it. I'm nervous. It doesn't taste terrible. And you can tell it was canned chicken. But it does not taste terrible. So I'm going to dip some in the sauce. He put a ton of sauce on his. He's like dumped it. It is better with the sauce. Would I do it again? Maybe. Next time, I think if I do it again, I will probably do something like smaller, like so it gets crispier, because that was the point. But it does taste good. I mean, it's a million times better than a chicken nugget from McDonald's. But it is good. So I'm going to taste the potatoes. I know how they taste. They're good. But I'm going to go ahead and eat. I got one of those. I don't know if it's going to fill me up or not, but I just got one of the chicken things and some potatoes. And that's my dinner for tonight. So, like I said, all I'm going to share with you is our dinner. And I hope you enjoyed this. It's fun to try new things in the kitchen. I don't even know what this is called, but I'll leave what I put in it in the description box down below. So if you guys want to try it, you can. I think next time I will cook it on a higher temperature if I do it again. I'm already talking about like I'm going to do it again, so I must be going to do it again. Oh, and I don't taste the egg. So this might be a good way for me to eat eggs. But yeah, I think that I would do it at a higher temperature and smaller pieces so it will be crispy like a nugget or something like that is. But it's good. It's different, but it's good. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't, do them anyway. You might like something I do later. Most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.